And when Dr. Murray came into the kitchen to get juice or breakfast for Mr. Jackson, would Conrad Murray then take that to some other location of the house for Mr. Jackson, or would Mr. Jackson come into the kitchen?
He would take it to another location.
Would you characterize Dr. Murray coming into the kitchen to get a juice or food from Mr. Jackson to be a daily routine, fairly typical?
Yes.
On Wednesday, June 24th, you said that you saw Dr. Murray in the kitchen area in the morning, correct?
Yes.
Did you have a conversation with him?
Yes.
What did he say to you, and what did you say to him?
He said, Mr. Jackson will be down shortly. He's getting bathed. He'd like to have lunch with his children.
Did Dr. Murray remain in the kitchen, or did he leave?
He left.
Did he leave the residence, or did he go to some other portion of the
He went
house?
to another portion of the house.
The house is 2 stories, correct?
Yes.
When Dr. Murray left the kitchen area after he advised you that Mr. Jackson would like to shortly come down and have breakfast, or excuse me, a lunch with his children, did Dr. Murray go back up the stairs or to some other area on the first floor of the residence?
I don't remember.
Is the kitchen situated on the first floor?
Yes, it is.
And the sleeping quarters, Mr. Jackson's bedroom, are on the upstairs, second level, correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have an exhibit I'd ask that it be marked People's Number 34, please.
Marked.
Showing it to the defense counsel. Ms. Chase, please take a look at the exhibit People's 34. Does that photograph depict the kitchen area where you worked at the Carrollwood residence?
Yes, it does.
So you indicated to us that Dr. Murray came into the kitchen and advised you that Mr. Jackson would like to have a meal with his children. Did you see from what area Dr. Murray entered the kitchen prior to his making those statements to you?
Yes.
And would you be able to show us on People's Number 34 with the pointer that's up in front of you where Dr. Murray entered the kitchen?
Okay. Right from the stairwell?
May the record reflect the witnesses indicating the curved stairway in the middle of the photograph?
Thank you.
When Dr. Murray came down those stairs, did he come into the kitchen and have that conversation with you?
Yes, he did.
And you said that it was frequent that Dr. Murray would come into the kitchen and pick up juices for Mr. Jackson, correct?
Yes.
And when he came to retrieve juices from Mr. Jackson, would it be his typical custom to come down these same stairs and into the kitchen, pick up the juices, and then take them back upstairs?
Yes.
After Dr. Murray told you that Mr. Jackson would like to have lunch with his children, at some point after that, did you prepare lunch for Mr. Jackson and his family?
Yes, I did.
Did you have a conversation with Mr. Jackson on Wednesday, June 24th, around lunchtime?
Yes, I saw him.
Describe that for me, please.
Mr. Jackson came into the kitchen and he said hello and asked what time lunch would be ready. And I told him that he looked good. It's good to see him. And he smiled and he was ready to have lunch with his children.
Would you describe Mr. Jackson's mood when you spoke with him on June 24th about lunch? Did he seem happy?
He was happy because he was going to be he was having lunch with his children, and he was happy because he likes family quality time.
Did you serve lunch to Mr. Jackson and his children?
Yes, I did.
And where did they eat?
At the dining room table.
And what did you prepare for them?
I made a seared ahi tuna salad and niçoise.
Ms. Chase, after Mr. Jackson and his children ate lunch, did you prepare any other type of food for Mr. Jackson for consumption later that day?
I prepared the same salad for Mr. Jackson. He was going to rehearsal, and he wanted to have the same salad to take with him.
And how is it that you were notified that Mr. Jackson would like you to prepare some of the ahi salad for him to take to rehearsal with him? Who told you that?
Staff.
I'm sorry?
The staff?
So you prepared a package of to-go food for him to take with him to rehearsal?
Yes.
And on June 24th, did you prepare any other food for Mr. Jackson to consume later when he returns from rehearsal?
Yes, I prepared dinner for Mr. Jackson, and it consisted of a Tuscan white bean soup is what it was.
Was it your normal practice to prepare food and leave it for Mr. Jackson to eat should he wish after he returned from rehearsal?
If Mr. Jackson was not dining with his children, yes.
Did you also prepare food for anyone else, staff, or perhaps Dr. Conrad Murray?
Yes.
And what did you do with the food that you prepared for Dr. Murray? Did he eat dinner at a normal dinner hour at the residence, or was it prepared and packaged for consumption later?
It was prepared and packaged for consumption later.
Ms. Chase, after you prepared the food to go for Mr. Jackson, did you prepare dinner for the children?
Yes, I did.
And did the children eat their dinner?
Yes.
Shortly after that, or at some point after that, are your duties finished, and were you able to go home?
My duties are finished when the dining room is cleared, the dishes are put in the dishwasher, and everything's clean, and then I can leave.
Do you recall approximately what time you left on Wednesday, June 24th?
Approximately 10 p.m.
Ms. Chase, I'd like to turn now to Thursday, June 25th, 2009. Did you report for work at the Jackson residence on that day?
Yes, I did.
And approximately what time, if you recall?
Between 8:30 a.m.
And did you begin your workday much as you described for us, as you did most every day, and in particular on June 24th, by preparing breakfast for the children?
Yes, I did.
You told us that you had prepared a meal of white bean Tuscan soup the night before. Did you notice whether that soup was still in the refrigerator, or was it consumed or gone?
The soup was still in the refrigerator.
Ms. Chase, describe for me what you did after you completed preparation of the children's breakfast. What was the next thing that your workday involved on June 25th, 2009?
On that day, I started preparing Mr. Jackson's breakfast as normal. I left the property to
Let
go
me stop
to...
you for a second.
Sorry.
What did you prepare for Mr. Jackson's breakfast on June 25th?
I prepared his granola with almond milk.
And do you set that out for him, or do you notify someone that it's ready? What do you do with his breakfast, or what did you do with his breakfast of granola and almond milk after you prepared it on June 25th?
Well, if I'm not notified that Mr. Jackson is ready to consume his breakfast at the normal time that he likes to, I wrap his food in plastic wrap and I put it in the refrigerator so that he can have it when he's ready.
Who would normally have notified you that Mr. Jackson was ready to eat his breakfast?
The children.
So you were describing for us that after you prepared the children's food, you were going to the market.
Yes.
Approximately what time did you leave for the market?
Approximately 9:45.
And approximately what time did you return to the residence after you had completed your marketing?
10:30? Around 10:30?
When you returned to the residence, was everything pretty much as you had left it before?
Meaning,
Was there anything unusual going on at the residence when you returned, or was the scene pretty much the same as it was when you had left about an hour before to go to the market?
yes, it was a happy home. You know, the children were playing.
It's not responsive. The objection sustained, the partial answer stricken, disregard.
Thank you. When you returned to the house, what was going on?
When I returned to the home, the children were playing, music was playing, and everyone was enjoying themselves, and I started getting ready to start preparing lunch.
What time do you normally have your lunch completed and ready to serve to Mr. Jackson and his children?
Mr. Jackson wanted to have lunch at 12:30, exactly.
Is that the routine that he stuck to? In other words, every day he planned to have lunch at 12:30?
Yes, unless I was notified otherwise.
So as you go about preparing for lunch, do you have in your mind that it will be ready to serve at 12:30 every day unless you're notified otherwise?
Yes,
And on this day, on Thursday, had you been notified that there was any deviation from the 12:30 preparation time?
no,
So when you return from the market at 10:30, is it in your mind that you have to finish or complete preparations for lunch so that it's ready to serve at 12:30?
yes,
Are you paying attention to the time once you return from the market?
yes.
Why?
Being a chef and a professional chef, time is a time-sensitive matter, and I needed to get the plates out and the lunch out at or breakfast at that particular time that is requested.
What were you preparing for lunch that day?
For that day, I was preparing a spinach Cobb salad with organic turkey breast.
When you returned from the market, did you prepare a fresh squeezed juice for Mr. Jackson as you described for us you normally do? Or
Yes.
had you already prepared
I
it?
had already prepared it, yes.
And you told us that Dr. Murray would typically come downstairs every morning or every day and pick up juice for Mr. Jackson, correct?
Yes,
Approximately what time would you say Dr. Murray would come down and pick up the juice?
around 10:30 in the morning.
And on this day, you told us that you returned from the market at 10:30, correct?
Yes,
Did Dr. Murray come down to the kitchen and pick up the juice sometime after you returned from the market and prior to the first time you saw him in the kitchen that day?
no,
Did you in fact see Dr. Murray sometime around noon on June 25th, 2009?
yes.
Describe those circumstances for me, please.
I saw Dr. Murray come down the stairs into the kitchen in a panic and a frantic.
Can you approximate for me, or can you tell me what time it was that Dr. Murray came down the kitchen stairs as you describe in a panic?
It was between the times of 12:05 and 12:10.
And how is it that you know that Dr. Murray came down those stairs frantic sometime between 12:05 and 12:10?
Because I had my cell phone in my bistro apron's front pockets, and I looked at my cell phone to make sure I was on time for the lunch. And that's when I realized that, okay, it's getting closer to 12:30, start preparing, getting everything together, and around that time, that's when the doctor came into the kitchen.